Hello everyone, it's your boy Jet Black the One and Only. In this series called Catching a Speeding Bullet, I'll be catching up with Superman comics. For a while, I wasn't a big fan of Superman. Then the New 52 hit and I got really into Superman, started reading them a whole bunch. And then Rebirth hit and I read Superman for a solid bit and then fell off. That doesn't mean that Rebirth Superman is bad or worse than New 52 Superman anyway. It's just, college got busy, didn't have as much time to read comics. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the latest issue of each of the Superman books and then try and get my own idea of what's happening in the Superman mythology currently, and then do videos where I update you all on what's happening in the world of Superman in case you want to jump in. In issue number 45 of Superman, we essentially have a story of Superman and his family moving from Hamilton, which is the farm town where they have been raising their son John, and he's been growing up and making friends, and moving from Hamilton to Metropolis, where John will now be moving into the big city. It's essentially a story where you get to see John have to learn that change can be a good thing, but also know that while change can be good, that change isn't always necessarily good. I feel like it was a good coming of age story, not only for John, but for Superman, because Superman has, throughout the entire Superman storyline, been growing more as a father. Um, Not saying that Superman starts out as a bad father necessarily, but both Superman and John definitely learned lessons across the series that help build their relationship, and I feel like this story helps build it even further. It seems like the narration is being done by Superman, and it's as if Superman's talking to his deceased parents in a way. He's telling them about how they taught him values and how he's teaching John values, and that he's trying to make John a better person. But the story is Superman teaching John about how, they'll have to adapt and some things will be bad and some things are good. But in a way, he's teaching him that as things sometimes will get worse, they will always get better, kind of thing. It's a really nice message. It seems like John at first does the whole I kind of get it thing, I hear you, Dad. Blah, blah, blah. But over the course of it, it seems like John truly does understand where his father's coming from. They have a nice Robert Frost quote. I think they actually tell a small Robert Frost poem throughout the course of the story, but it's really nice. It tells a really good story, and it has a nice panel at the end where Superman and his son are just chilling, and they have a pizza in their lap. They fall asleep on the couch back in Metropolis after they just saved the city from a giant monster. So it's a really cute story. It's not a super actiony story by any means, but the major takeaways from the story are that the Superman family has moved from Hamilton to Metropolis, and that all is kind of right with the world. Their family is still growing, still going through changes, but it's the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Hello, Papa G. I'm going to make sure that after this video uploads, that the issue will be available in the description below. So if you'd like to read it for yourself, you can definitely do that by just clicking on that link once it's uploaded and the link is posted. But if you like this video, make sure to like this video, favorite, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned because I'll be reading Action Comics, the latest issue, which should be Action Comics 1000. And I'll also be reading Action Comics Special number 1, and I'll have Catching a Speeding Bullet videos for both of those, where I talk about the story after I've read it and try and give you a better idea of where the Superman mythology currently is. So thank you all once again for watching, and make sure to share this video with your friends, like, and subscribe. Peace. This is Jet Black, logging out.